Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I don't have enough adjectives to describe how clean that pocket was. Squeaky, immaculate. I mean, my goodness, he had so much time to throw the football. He's bound to have success.
They'll give it to the back. Trucks through the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On second down, just keeps firing. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Texas 7, Georgia
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Got the quick completion. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Going to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. Knowshon Moreno. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. Discards a man.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Slater. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab in bounds.
And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Gonna run it. It's Burns. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Open space at the 25. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Dances away from the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw on third. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Northwestern was able to come away with the win as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leads it with the back. At the 35, he's got rolling. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Slater. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parker. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Dogs headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Slater. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I think it's really hard as a quarterback to know when to put touch on the ball and when to throw that thing as hard as you possibly can. And right there, I don't think he needed to throw it that hard. I think he could have softened that up a little bit because he had a chance to hit the guy deep for a big play.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play in this half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Now adjusting. Right on target this time. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a...
by the running back.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wants to throw. It's Slater. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Leaves it with the running back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Touchdown, Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6.
Number 5 in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Georgia sends out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 21, Georgia 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quick handoff. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
3rd and inches coming. This is the kind of play where every fiber of your being is tested. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, I think this running back has proven this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. After run, now throw. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 20 over the Loyals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here.
Nothing but green ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Second down coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Power football with the run. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Slater. He's got his man. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Looking to scramble. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit, but more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board, you take some time away, we can put this thing out of reach.
They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. He's looking to throw it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in.
Georgia, 21.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Slater. Quarterback adapted. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of